It's now time for the Reverb Sports full game recap. We go all the way back to March 30th of the year 2024 when the Nashville Predators were in Denver, Colorado to face off against the Avalanche and close out the regular season series. Head coach Andrew Brunette deployed his lines and defensive pairings in the following way. Forsberg, O'Reilly, and Nyquist, Zucker, Sissons, and Glass, Jankowski, Novak, Evangelista, Smith, McCarron, and Sherwood. Your defensive pairings are Yossi and Fabro back in the lineup, McDonough and Shen, Stastny and Luzon. Lankinen gets the start against the Avs. We are only 11 seconds into the first period of this game, and it's Lankinen coming up with a save on Yakov Trenin. Yes, former Nashville Predator Yakov Trenin strong on the rush and the jam to the net. First shot on goal of the game turned aside by Lankinen. The 1:15 mark, Georgiev gets his first opportunity with a save on Zucker. That is the Predators' first shot on goal. At 2:37, Georgiev comes up with another save, this time on Tommy Novak with Jankowski's hard crash right here. 3:06 of the first period, it's Georgiev coming up with a save on Forsberg at the 3:41 mark of the first. It is Cole Smith with his 9th goal of the season breaking through, giving the Nashville Predators a 1-0 lead over the Colorado Avalanche early in this game. Nyquist feed from below the goal line to the slot. Easy cash in for Smith, who was just wide open in the slot area. Makar was injured on the play. One of the reasons Smith was so wide open, a blocked shot was the culprit on the injury, but it would only be a temporary setback for Makar in this game. 1-0 Nashville Predators at the 5:07 mark of the first period. It's Lankinen coming with a save on Wood at the 5:24 mark of the first. It's Druin coming with his 15th goal of the season, tying this game up at 1 apiece. It was a weak side tap in off of McKinnon's great setup. Everybody with eyes on McKinnon looking for him to take the shot. His perfect vision, though, makes the pass to the weak side for Druin easily to finish on this play. 6:47 of the first period. Now Lankinen comes with a save on Manson. The 7:31 mark of the first period. Georgiev comes with a save on Luke Evangelista plus Tommy Novak's follow-up at the 8:56 mark of the first. It's Lankinen coming with a save on Druin. Holds the line on the rebound jam. And when I say hold the line, I mean lays down flat and holds on for dear life on that line. At the 9:16 mark of the first, McKinnon off the box. 2 minutes for goalie interference. We found our first special teams situation of the game. Lankinen has to come up with a shorthanded save on Trenin's penalty kill rush. Wood would then pick up a penalty 2 minutes for tripping. That creates a 5-on-3 for 1:09 for the Nashville Predators. But then O'Reilly picks up a penalty 2 minutes for hooking. That makes it a 4-on-3 for 42 seconds. Ultimately, as we go through all of the different power play and shorthanded scenarios here, there were no real great scoring chances. So we move back to 5-on-5 hockey, and we find ourselves at the 13-minute mark of the first period when Mark Jankowski scores his 6th goal this season. He roofed the puck from close range. Everybody thought he was going to pass. He goes ahead and takes the shot and puts the Nashville Predators ahead 2-1. Just 43 seconds later, it's Dante Fabro with his 3rd goal this season. A long shot through traffic gets into the net. The Nashville Predators now up 3-1. 15:54 the first period. Sherwood off the box, 2 minutes for slashing, and Middlestat is going to pick up Colorado's 2nd goal of the game, his 18th of the season. It was a loose puck poke after Lankinen got absolutely crushed. It had to be reviewed, determined to be a good goal. Colton Sissons is the one that knocked Rantanen into Lankinen. It looked awful all the way around for the Preds on this one. Middlestat, the opportunist in the situation, is 18th, gives Colorado their 2nd goal of the game. 17:27 of the first period. Lankinen comes up with a save on Lehkonen. 19:06 of the first. Lankinen comes up with a save on McKinnon. We hit the end of the first period with some high-event hockey. The Avs outshoot the Preds 16-12. 57 seconds into the second period, and it's Nyquist coming with his 22nd goal of the season. It was a wrist shot snipe on a 3-on-2 rush. Nashville now has a 4-2 lead in this game. 57 seconds into the first period. In the second period, it is also Georgiev when the goal is given up to Nyquist, picking up an unsportsmanlike conduct, and he's also replaced at this moment in the game by Noonan. Noonan comes up with a save on Forsberg during that shorthanded situation. That would be it for the Nashville Predators at the 3:11 mark of the second period. The game is hitting a change point right here as Ryan McDonough is picking up a 5-minute match penalty. That is an automatic ejection and game misconduct, possible league review for supplemental discipline. 5-minute major also means the Colorado Avalanche can score as many goals as they can in that 5-minute span, and the Preds do not get their killer back. Lehkonen scores his 13th of the season. It was a limp wrist shot, but it still beat Lankinen. It was about halfway through the 5-minute advantage. That makes it 4-3 in favor of the Nashville Predators. Lankinen then would come up with a save on McKinnon. Lankinen would then come up with a save on Druin, and overall, you got to give the Preds credit. They did bend, not break. They did give up a goal against on this 5-minute major, but they come out of it with still a 4-3 lead. We flip over to the back of the sheet, and at 8:51, we find a Noonan coming with a save on Evangelista's jam attempt at the 9:36 mark of the second period. Lankin comes with a save on Walker at close range. Past the halfway point in this game, we find a Noonan at 11:09 coming with a save on Fabro. A large scrum after the whistle right here. Just about 30 seconds later, at 12:25, Lankin comes with a save on McCarr. Another large scrum. You can tell the temperature is rising between these two teams at the 13-minute mark of the second period. Lankinen coming with a save on Rantanen at 13:50. Noonan coming with a save on Philip Forsberg. 14:34 sees Nashville Predators going back to the power play as Wood picks up a penalty. 2 minutes before slashing, the Preds were generating good zone time and earned this power play, but it is again the PK that's very, very strong for Colorado, with Noonan only having to make one stop on Philip Forsberg, and that came from long range without much traffic in front. Colorado PK, incredibly aggressive, gets the job done. 16:44, the second Sissons off the box. 2 minutes for hooking. Lankinen comes up with a save on Rantanen, but then the Preds unable to close it out because McCarr picks up his 19th goal of the season. It was off the post and in off of a failed clearing attempt. McCarr kept it in, wheeled, and put it right back off the post and into the net, tying the game up at 4 apiece before we can get to the end of the second period. 19:31, so with 29 seconds left in the period, it's Yakov Trenin picking up his 12th goal of the season. Fabro and Forsberg each take their turns turning the puck over in the defensive end right here. Trenin pounces on it and scores easy on Lankinen. Trenin was all over the puck in this game. Trenin's 12th gives Colorado the 5-4 lead here at the end of the second period. And also now the shots on goal are Colorado 28-26 for the Nashville Predators. We go into the third period. At 1:41 into the third period, we find our first piece of action. It's Lankinen coming with a save on Johnson at the 1:58 mark of the third. Lankinen coming with a save on Wood at the 2:20 mark of the third period. It's Lankinen coming with a save on Wood again, this time off of the rush with speed at 3:38 of the third period. It's McKinnon, his 46th goal of the season. He didn't even get all of it. He didn't even have to. His rebound putback finds its way into the net, giving the Colorado Avalanche a 6-4 lead in this game. At the 4:30 mark of the third period, Lankinen still working hard, coming with a save on Johnson. At the 6:54 mark of the third period, Shen is off the box. 2 minutes for hooking the Nashville Predators penalty kill, going back to work. Lankinen coming with a save on Cale McCarr, and then Lankinen coming up with not one but two saves on Middlestat before the end of this power play for the Colorado Avalanche. Past the halfway point of the period, and at 10:15, we find a Noonan coming with a save on O'Reilly at close range. This was one of the Predators' best scoring chances of the third period. At the 11:46 mark of the third period, we find Lankinen coming up with a save on Druin. At the 12:55 mark, it is a Noonan coming up with a save on O'Reilly's rebound attempt off of Yossi's shot. This was, again, another strong scoring opportunity for the Nashville Predators, going all in with the extra attacker at 16:10 in the third period. And McKinnon scores his 47th goal of the season, his second of this period, second of the game, of course, 47th of the season. It's an empty net goal from long range. That makes it 7-4. The Nashville Predators would get one more power play. They would get a couple of more shots at it, but they would not generate any more goals in this game. And your final would be the Colorado Avalanche 7 and the Nashville Predators 4. The Avs outshoot the Preds 42-35. 42-35. So the Colorado Avalanche absolutely did not let up, even though they had the one-goal lead in the third period, picking up two more goals, 28-38. 14 shots on goal in the third period. So 16 shots on goal in the first period, 14 shots in the third period. The Colorado Avalanche were simply all over the Nashville Predators in this game. And for the Preds, they gave up 8 in the desert. Now they give up 7 in the mountains. This has not been a very, very good two-game road trip for this Nashville Predators team. Nathan McKinnon makes a victim of the Nashville Predators, as he makes so many teams look bad. It was shocking that the Preds had kept him at bay to the point that they had so far this season, but unable to do so at this particular point. So the Preds wrap up the quick two-game road trip by dropping both games, both in the Central Division and both by truly lopsided scores. The Preds do put 4 goals up on the board, generate 35 shots, but it's not even close to enough in this game. They started out good. Again, second game in a row on the road where the Preds started out good. They had the lead, but they were unable to hold, unable to maintain. And the game has gotten, it's lost its details. It's lost its way, and the Preds, frankly, have to step it up. They have their opportunities. No reason to panic after just a 2-game losing streak. It's been so long since the Preds have had a 2-game losing streak that it feels a little bit weird. All right, that's going to do it for the Rebirth Sports full game recap. We've got box score, we've got analysis, we've got so much more coming up next right here on the Renegades of Puck podcast.